This is Rebel Radio. I'm Scott Davidson. We are now joined by the whole band, Anvil. What's up, guys?
What's going on, Scott? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Last time I saw you guys in person was a show at the House of Blues in Chicago. It was a January show about 6-7 years ago. Great time with you guys. Earth and Grave we played before you. Had a great time at the House of Blues. Since then, you've been to a few times. You've been to Livewire one time. You did at Metro. We did like a screening.
Went to Reggie's like 3 times.
Yep, Reggie's a bunch of times. We did a screening too once at the Metro in Chicago as well. Yeah. For the documentary, right?
Yep.
That is very cool. So we got a new release coming out from Anvil, and it's on Steamhammer SPV Records. It is called Pounding the Pavement. It comes out January 19th. And how was the writing for this new release going? How'd it go? Did you guys do anything different?
Went nice. Went really nice and smooth. Got a lot of it done quite rapidly and easily, and it was all good. Yeah, there's lots of inspiration around us, so it was easy to put together.
Cool. Now, did you guys do anything different from the previous Anvil releases since in 2018 here? It's so I talked to bands now. One guy's you're all in Canada, Toronto, Canada, which is cool, but sometimes they just do things over emails. They send the guitar parts that, you guys all did it at your own rehearsal, right? Or studio.
You got it, brother. We have our own studio, and that's where we are now. And this is the workshop.
Cool. So you guys get together.
Get all the work, all the pre-production done, and then we go to Germany to record the album.
Did the writing process, is it any different for this new release, Pounding the Pavement, from previous ones? And from the writing process for the lyrics to the music, or is it all the same?
No, not really. We've been on a somewhat of a run. It's like a schedule, and you know what you've got to get done, and when it's got to get done, so you get it done.
That's lips right here.
Very busy. We're very, very busy.
Very busy. That's a good sign. So the new album comes out, and then what? You're going to do another tour?
Yes, we start in Europe on February 1st, and we don't get back till April 20th, and then we start in the United States on May 2nd.
Are any dates booked yet, or is it still in the process? Like, say, is there a Chicago date yet so we can tell listeners? Or
the dates are booked. There's going to be an announcement within the next 3 weeks or so.
Cool. As soon as we see that, I'll look for it. We'll put it on our website, rebelradio.com, and, of course, we'll talk about it on the air as well. Now, the new release is called Pounding the Pavement. Who thought of that name, and why did you guys call it that?
Well, we had a list. We have a list of over 1,000 titles, but for some reason that we gravitated towards that one. The idea came in a Walmart parking lot while we were on the road, and it suddenly struck me we're like vacuum cleaner salesmen. We go door to door and we do a demonstration, pour a bunch on the floor, vacuum it up, and tell the person, hey, this is the best vacuum cleaner, and I'm giving you the best deal because I'm the nicest guy, and you sell it. And that's what we're doing with our music. We're going club to club, set up play, make a mess, clean it all up, load out, and hope that we sold a few copies of our albums and some T-shirts, and then we go to the next place. If that isn't pounding the pavement, what is?
That is for sure. Will there be any videos from this new release?
Unknown. Maybe. Who knows?
Not sure yet. It's a process as it goes, see how it goes, see what songs take off. Now, you got the track listing here. You got CD Digi, you got 2 LP, gatefold version, and a digital version. Very cool. So the LPs are really taking off these days, aren't they? So there's a market for it. I see it here in Chicago.
Yeah, but you know what? They only make limited runs.
That's true.
So there's not a lot to get. There's not a lot. If you don't grab them when they first come out, you're never going to get one.
So if someone's listening right now and they collect vinyl, they better grab it right away because once it's out, it's going to be done, right?
That's it. They don't usually repress it, and it's not like they're not making millions. They make thousands.
Yeah.
So that means that they're limited. It's not like the old days, and a big band or even a mediocre band will put 20,000 out. No one who's putting 20,000 copies out. Maybe 2,000-3,000 copies.
Yeah.
So they're limited. It's all limited runs. The stuff's expensive to make. That's another aspect that's not like the old days, as well as the quality of the vinyl. The quality of the vinyl today is a higher quality. It's very, very heavy weight, and you pay extra. It costs money.
This is Rebel Radio. I'm Scott Davidson. We're talking with the whole band, Anvil. We got Lips, Rob, and Chris, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Right.
Great. And now we have a track listing here. Bitch in the Box, Ego, Doing What I Want, Smash Your Face, Pounding the Pavement, the title track, Rock That Shit, Let It Go, The Nook of the North, Black Smoke, World of Tomorrow, Warming Up, Don't Tell Me. Any favorite tracks from you three guys? Are they all the same, or each guy have a different favorite track right now? Let's start with Rob.
Yeah, that's a loaded question. You know, there's lots of gems on the album, that's for sure. Maybe most of them, but there's a few tracks. Like myself, I'm very, very partial to World of Tomorrow. That's
Okay.
only because I'm a Sabbath freak. So
Cool. How about you, Lips?
But,
What's your favorite track?
the album's, you know, the instrumental is choice.
Yeah, I'm going to say the instrumental.
Instrumental. Wow. Okay.
But if it comes right down to it, they're all gems.
Cool. 12 great tracks coming out on January 19th. Now, the records come out, CDs, whatever, digital, now comes out on Fridays. For your whole career, it came out on Tuesdays, pretty much, right? For the most part, they moved to Fridays recently. Did you know that?
I don't know. I never take notice of that.
Yeah, I noticed. It always come out on a Tuesday, and then all of a sudden one day, I don't know, a couple years ago.
My life is a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I don't know any other days of the week. It might be Monday, but I still treat it like it's Friday.
Let's go right down the line, all three of you guys, and let's start with Lips. Who are your influences on vocals and bass?
On vocals?
Yeah.
You're asking me, Lips, right?
Yeah, vocals first. And
Jeez.
vocals and guitar, that is, first vocals and guitar.
Ian Gillan, I love.
Okay.
Ozzy, Rob Halford, Geo. I like unique sounding voices.
A lot of legendary vocals right there. That's a good list right there.
Yeah, I like really unique, individual sounding, powerful voices. That's my favorite stuff.
Okay, Lips.
I mean, I could even go as far as saying I love Lemmy's voice.
Cool. Now, how about guitar? Who you are influences on guitar? What got you started playing guitar?
Guitars, gonna have to be Uncle Ted, Richie Blackmore, and probably most of all Tony Iommi.
Very cool. Let's go to Chris now on bass. How about
a bit of Michael Schenker and Yuli Roth?
Oh yeah, you can't leave those two guys out. That's another great list. How about Chris? How about on bass guitar? What got you started playing bass, and who are some of your influences on bass?
My influences on bass include Geezer Butler, Steve Harris, Geddy Lee, John Entwistle, Chris Squire, Jaco Pastorius. It can go on. I've heard a lot of good bass players in my life, but those would probably be the main ones right there.
That's a great list right there too. And now we got Rob on drums. What got you started playing drums, Rob?
What got me started playing?
Yeah, no. How'd you?
Well, it all started when I was a little kid. I watched the Lucy show episode, and little Ricky
Had a drum set.
going to get little drum lessons, and so his parents, Buddy Rich, made a cameo. So the teacher was Buddy Rich.
Very cool.
After that episode, I said, you know what? I want to learn how to play drums.
Awesome.
So that's basically what got me wanting to do that. I grew up with Buddy Rich as a drummer, Ginger Baker, Don Brewer, and many other great guys. Ian Pace, John Bonham, Bill Ward.
Did you? Are you self-taught, or did you take lessons? How'd you learn from the beginning?
I took lessons. I studied. I took lessons for about 7 years. I studied drums as a kid, and that was it.
And the rest?
I took it seriously. I still do. I'm still trying to figure out how to play these things.
The rest is history. Now, you mentioned Ginger Baker. His son, Kofi Baker, I booked him some shows here in Chicago, and he came to the Rebel Radio Studios. Real nice guy. Good drummer, too.
I haven't had the pleasure of meeting him, but yeah. Well, he comes from badass genes.
Now, this is for Lips and Rob. In Canada, Toronto, how is the music scene today compared to the 80s and 90s and even early 2000s? Has it changed big time? Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah. I couldn't even tell you what the scene is right now, to be honest, here in Toronto, but it certainly ain't like the 80s.
No. where's the band Anvil the biggest at? What country? Is it Germany? Is it Greece? What country is the biggest for Anvil as far as fan base?
Europe is, I'd say Europe.
Cool.
In general.
Yeah, Europe in general. We've really become quite popular in the UK in the last bunch of years.
That's great. A lot of and festivals. What any festivals coming up this summer already, or is it still being booked?
Yeah, we have two on deck right now.
Cool.
We're playing Headbangers Open Air in Germany, and one in England, which escapes me the title right now.
Plus, we're also doing the Wacken Cruise in the end of April.
Yeah, that's true. We're doing a boat cruise.
Awesome.
Wacken.
Did you ever do 1,000 tons of metal? Yeah.
70,000 tons.
That was fun, right?
Yes, yeah. We've done a couple. We did Sweden metal cruise and 70,000 tons.
Very cool.
Yeah,
You get a
we call it luxury metal.
Okay. This is Scott Davidson talking to the whole band, Anvil, as they have a brand new release coming out, Pounding the Pavement. Go pick it up. We're going to play 2 brand new songs coming up. And what I want to ask you guys next is when you started Anvil, who thought of the name and where did it come from?
Well, that's very easy to answer. We initially were called Lips for a short while.
Okay.
And then we made an independent record as Lips. Then we got a record deal with Attic Records. They suggested to us that the name Lips is not metal enough, so come up with something more metal. So I just jotted down a bunch of names on a piece of paper, and Anvil happened to be on there. And we all, at the time, discussed it. We said, yeah, that sounds like a cool thing. And we went back to the label and said, we're changing the name to Anvil. And they said, yeah, perfect. Marketable thing, animated object, blah, blah, whatever, represents everything heavy. That was the end of it. And here we are.
Very cool. So you got a big tour coming up, new release. When you wrote these songs, the Lips, did you do all the lyrics?
Yes.
And where do you get your ideas? I mean, Bitch in the Box. Where's lyrics come? Where'd the idea come for that song?
From driving someplace with my wife. I didn't know where I was going, and she goes, "Ask the bitch in the box." And I've lost it. I never heard that expression before. So, yeah, great title, and I wrote lyrics about GPS unit.
You guys are releasing albums like, every few years. There's a band like Metallica, they put one album out. It takes them 7-8 years to do another release. Wow, how's the difference? You guys more focused on writing? How do you guys put out so many good albums?
Well, because we have no choice. Compared to Metallica, it's not the same thing. Those guys sell large, and they make lots of money, and they don't need to work as hard because we have to work harder.
Okay, good answer.
Just the reality.
It's just reality. We have to work harder. Once you get to their level, you tour for 2 or 3 years, and then you spend 2 years enjoying your money, which they do, right?
Yep. Oh yeah.
And then you get together and you go, we should write another album. Then they spend taking their time doing that. So there's a big difference when you have money and you're trying to make money.
I think a band like Metallica should bring Anvil on tour with them, bring Trouble on tour with them. Even if it's just
you're right.
Take care of the bands.
With you on that. You're absolutely right.
Take care of the bands that you came up with. With no skin off their back. I mean, bring you guys out. You guys are gonna draw people. You put albums out every year. Trouble, same thing. Exciter.
Hey, don't discount it. It could happen.
They should.
Lars could email us tomorrow and say, hey guys, we need
I
to
heard
talk.
your new album. I want you out with us.
They should.
Like that.
Very cool. Hopefully, I think they should do that.
Millions of other people feel the same way. So.
The Anvil's been on TV, Jimmy Kimmel Live. Was it Conan or Tonight Show or both?
Conan.
Conan.
It was the Tonight Show.
Tonight
Show.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Conan was the host, but it was the Tonight Show. Yeah.
What was your favorite appearance on a TV show? Was it one of those or something different?
Yeah, the Conan thing was pretty fun.
That was pretty surreal because it was the legendary Tonight Show. So we got to sit on the bench and actually talk, which is not artists usually just play.
Yeah.
We got the full blown treatment on that one.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'd say 90% of the bands you see, they just play one song and they're done. That's very cool. You can talk.
Yeah, they gave us a little extra love.
But it was great. It was great to sit there and actually talk to Conan. He's cool guy. Very, very lighthearted and good vibe that got transmitted from that. Very, very well received.
He's also a very tall guy.
He's tall too, right? Real tall?
Yeah, man. Yeah. He's a tall guy.
This is Rebel Radio. Scott Davidson talking to the band Anvil. We've got Lips on vocals and guitar, Rob Reiner on drums, and Chris Robertson on bass. Hopefully coming to Chicago sometime in 2018 in support of the brand new release, Pounding the Pavement. And you better go pick that release up. We're going to play it here in heavy rotation on Rebel Radio. What do you guys want to say to your fans here in Chicago and around the world, as we're on around the world, before we let you guys go?
Well, we're going to be there in June at Reggie's, so we'll
awesome.
see you there.
I will be there for sure. I go there all the time.
And everywhere else around the world, we'll be there too. We just don't know the dates yet.
What country has Anvil not played yet that you really want to play?
Israel.
Yeah, Israel's one of them. Russia.
Russia, cool. Let's talk to your booking agents and get you guys dates on both of those countries.
Maybe the North
Hawaii.
Pole.
Hawaii would be nice.
Hawaii would be great, right?
North Pole.
Now, you heard something I forgot to ask you, too. The TV show, Sons of Anarchy, you guys were on that show? Season 2?
We were. Yeah, we did a cameo.
Were you guys playing live? I saw all the episodes. I can't believe I don't remember this, but was it playing live or just doing a cameo, a walk-on?
It was sort of a walk-on. We walked off with some rifles.
we were gun runners.
Oh, you weren't on the show as Anvil. You were playing roles as gun runners.
Yeah,
exactly.
We were part of the Irish gun runners.
Awesome. So season 2, do you know what episode it is, you guys, or no?
Season 2, episode 2.
Season 2, episode 2. I'm going to go back and watch that.
Episode 1. Hey, hold on. Season 2, episode 1 has the song Slip Kid in it, which we recorded with Frankie Perez.
Awesome.
And then episode 2, we were actually in it.
And that show back then was just starting to break, and then it broke big time, right? Is it huge in Canada too?
Yeah, it was huge. Yeah.
If I honestly, and this is probably more true than anything else, had we been living in Los Angeles, we would have done more than a walk-on. The problem was that when you end up doing lines, you're there for days.
Days, yeah.
Especially if you're not really an actor. So it turns into something a lot more complicated. So because of, okay, come in for a day and do this, here's a part I'm going to give you. That's Kurt Suter. Kurt became our friend as a result of living across the road from the director of the Anvil movie, from Sasha.
Oh, awesome.
So, I'm standing in this kitchen making a cup of tea, and all of a sudden I hear, "Hey, Sasha!" And I turn around, and it's Katie Seagal with a kerchief on and sunglasses, and I'm going, "What's that voice?"
Married with Children.
Katie Seagal. I didn't recognize who I'm looking at, but I knew her voice.
Did any of you guys see the TV show with Married with Children when they had Anthrax on there?
Yep.
Pretty funny. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for calling Rebel Radio, supporting us. I will be at the show at Reggie's, I promise. What songs? We're going to play a double dose of Anvil off the new CD, Pounding the Pavement. Let's pick 2 songs. You guys pick them and we'll jam them. Which 2 songs you want to pick?
Bitch in the Box, and I'm just doing what I want.
Now, you already told us what Bitch in the Box is about. Let's play number 3, Doing What I Want. What's that about?
Doing what I want.
Exactly what Anvil does. We do what we want.
Awesome.
What I've been doing my whole life, that's what it's about.
And we're trying to encourage more people to do that.
Live their lives that way.
I do the same thing. I do Rebel Radio for 23 years, and I play drums in bands. I'm in like 5 bands. I just do it. So I do what. That's all I do. So that's what I want to do, and screw the system, right?
That's right.
Excellent. Great talking to you guys. Good luck. I will see you on tour, and you guys will be in our top 10 as soon as the album comes out. Already in top 20, and we'll keep spinning your stuff. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thanks very much.
See you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Here's a double dose of Anvil, Bitch in the Box, starting off on Rebel Radio.